purse and around all the toy birds, baby, I'm a splurge. Call me up after work, you can get that work, yeah, it's all in a day's work. I put babe first, it's all in a day's work. Shot it on the purse and around all the toy birds, baby, I'm a splurge. Call me up after work, you can get that work, yeah, it's all in a day's work. I put babe first. I know you want all the other things, that's some other things. Got me yelling on the diamond ring, the designer things. All these singles in my other things, they get trying to sing. She ain't got the job for the team, she ain't with the things. Do what you want when you poppin', that's how we live. I got some friends at the crib, that my plan on never cheat. So baby, come fuck with me, I think I might be your type. If you don't get any fix, you must have right in your life. She know that money is and everything, yeah, just not a thing. But she got with me, she got the shit up, but I got a man, she a proud of me. She need a Louis love, I'm not Chanel, keep a napkin. I'ma do it for you, girl, I love you. It's all in the day's work, shot it on the purse and around on the toy bird. Hey.
Technical difficulty.
You got it right over there?
Ta-da.
Okay.
You already know the Boogeyman CEO. I'm talking about
Hey, you see me? Y'all see me?
Boogeyman. Man. And we got an old man now. We got a senior citizen in here today, y'all. Happy birthday to Kenny.
For me?
Happy birthday to you.
For me?
Man, don't do it like that. But y'all already know whose birthday it is. Act like you know.
Man, you already know it's Senegal the Messenger. What's happening?
I can't lie.
That burnt the fuck up. We got more great positive energy in the building today. Y'all might as well get ready.
For sure.
We're gonna let these guys introduce themselves. Who wanna go first, young man?
I'm Director White J.
Kevin King with the King's Canvas.
Boogeyman CEO. and look, like, I really want to know this. I went to Italy through the desert.
Okay.
I went through the desert.
Did you see a cactus and you thought it was some water?
I wasn't looking for cactus.
Okay.
I had my own canteen.
Okay. How many camels you had?
All I was looking for is a Michelangelo, a Picasso, Da Vinci. I couldn't find them nowhere. I went from Spain to China. And guess what the man told me?
What is it?
You slipping.
What is it you sleep?
Around the corner.
Oh.
At the King Canvas.
Come on, right here in Montgomery?
Somewhere down yonder.
On the West?
On the way?
Over there by Barbara.
For real?
Yeah.
Bobby Gill's breakfast.
Hey man, look, I couldn't believe. I say, a Picasso?
Huh?
He said, a Picasso.
Oh, okay.
Hey, he gave me King.
Okay. You got the King in the building, man.
We got the King in the building, y'all, and that's a blessing. And introduce yourself.
Hey, how much you want me to say?
Oh man,
how long we got?
Shit, we on it.
All right. So, I'm Kevin King. I am the executive director of the King's Canvas located in West Montgomery, 1413. What's up? Hey, how much you want me to say?
Oh man,
how long we got?
Shit, we on it.
All right. So, I'm Kevin King. I am the executive director of the King's Canvas located in West Montgomery, 1413.
Hold on.
What's up? All right. So, we're an organization that provides opportunity and access for underdeveloped and underexposed artists. I say that, but basically about 5-6 years ago, I recognized in Montgomery that wasn't really, and tell me if I'm going too far, because I know you have a lot of questions.
No. This is the King show.
Okay. I noticed that there wasn't really any visible opportunities for black artists in Montgomery, from my vantage point. Now, it may have been other stuff going on, and I think it was, but you just didn't really see us a lot. And so I just felt like we needed to start an organization that addressed the unique needs that black and marginalized artists were having at the time, so we can be able to take part in this art ecosystem in Montgomery, this visual art ecosystem. So we built something to be able to do that, but I also learned at that time this about this term called creative placemaking. I was out in Phoenix, Arizona, and I learned that in larger metropolitan areas that's had economic progression, 100% of the time the arts was a contributing factor to it. And I saw places all over the nation that were using what we call these creative placemaking practices to build community, to make vibrant communities. And I said, man, if all of this is happening all over the place, why can't it work in the hood? Why couldn't it work in Washington Park? Why couldn't it work in a place like Oak Street? And at the time I was living on Westcott, so I just wanted to do something for my community to not only beautify the community, but to have a strategy that would draw people to the neighborhood along with the community to have a sense of pride because of what we're building together.
Right.
But also I wanted to build a model, a local model that addressed a lack of commercial property development, right? Activate vacant and abandoned properties in a community that's historically marginalized and historically disenfranchised, and that's what we are. So we started the King's Canvas as a way to do everything that I just said, and that's it in a nutshell. But we've been building for 5 years.
Because I also seen in an interview you said that it don't only change a person, it changes a neighborhood.
Right.
You rejuvenate the neighborhood.
Right. And that's what it's intended to do. Because I think our main focus is people, right? Because people make up the community, right? But, you know, we have these larger economic development entities that we need, right? We have Hyundai, all of its suppliers. You know, we have the airport, Whitewater.
Right.
Yes, Amazon is coming. We have Koch Foods,
Right.
affectionately known as the Chicken House. You know what I'm saying? So
shout out to the Chicken House.
So we have all of these spots that people work, and people are just, you know, trying to earn a living to take care of their families. But when they live in but when they live in communities like Washington Park, after you leave those places that's providing these jobs, you driving past a lot of vacant properties, a lot of abandoned properties, a lot of properties in our neighborhood that have stories. When you talk to the elders in the community, they say, I used to get my hair done there. I used to buy flowers over there. I used to get my clothes cleaned over there. That was such and such spot. You know what I'm saying? They had a business right there, and then they lived across the street. But we talk about what those spaces used to be, but I feel like we have a strategy that can tell a new story. They can tell a better story as far as not what it used to be, but what it is now, what it can become. And so, you know, when we put that mural up that said, "Welcome to Westside Montgomery," I noticed that when you go to these larger areas, there's always going to be a mural that says either "Welcome to this city" or "Greetings from that city." And what happens? Tourists come, they take a picture in front of it, and while they're outside of their cars, they walk around to see how else how else can I spend my money?
Yeah, what's else connected to this beautiful mural? Like, what's going on in this neighborhood? Let me see what's going on.
And what that happens, it brings dollars back into that community, and those dollars circulate back into that community.
Okay.
And so I said, okay, we don't really have any larger scale colorful murals that say that. We have one downtown that says, "Montgomery, your opportunity," that was done by a friend of mine a while ago. But large scale colorful murals that's going to draw people. But we not only wanted to say "Welcome to Montgomery," we wanted to let you know you're on the west side.
You're on the west side.
That's what we said. Welcome. That's
Shout out to all sides, but the west side. I love it here.
That's why we said "Welcome to West Side Montgomery." And what it's doing immediately, that land adjacent to the property that we are, it was immediately activated once we got that mural. And y'all been out there. And so you there all of the time. Y'all have come. You've interviewed me out there. And you saw all of the people. And I have people from the neighborhood saying, "Kevin, this place had no post, but it has a post again." I had Mr. Julius.
It's a hard.
Right.
It's a hard bump.
Mr. Julius, who lived behind us on Sierra Street, he was just sitting there one day. He said, "Man, I never thought I'd live to see this in my life." And for me, I feel like I'm not done.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that we have left to do, but the little bit that people have seen, Mr. Julius is literally said, man, this place was dead.
Mm-hmm.
And he's talking about that particular corner. He said, this place was dead, but now it's alive. Because Barbara Gales was there, and they get a lot of activity.
Right.
And then you got my man next door with the tire shop, with the mechanic shop.
You got
Chris.
everything.
Chris, you got Chris and them over there, and so they do their thing. Doug, you know what I'm saying? But next door, as we beautify the place and people are coming, what we're seeing is now black businesses want to move back to the community because they see the life
before the
Where you come from? Where you come from?
yeah.
Let them know.
Yeah, so I'm originally from Mobile, Alabama.
Okay.
And, you know, obviously, you know, Mobile and Pritchard are right there. I went to church in Pritchard. Grandmother lived in that area, families in that area, but I went to Mobile, and I went to school in Mobile.
Okay.
And so I was there up until, I guess, about 19 years old. Because after I graduated high school, I graduated at 17, and I stayed behind a couple of years. I went to Bishop State Community College trying to figure out what I wanted to do in my life, because doing art all of that time, I did not know that I can actually do visual art as a career, because you know that was in the 90s, man. We barely had the internet. We had web TV. You know what I'm saying? You know, we had dial up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so we really didn't understand for real. We really didn't understand how connected the world would eventually be. So we didn't have access to information like we have now. So well-meaning adults was like, "Hey, bro, you can continue to do art as a hobby, but you need to pick a real major and get a real job." So I stayed behind for 2 years to figure out what I wanted to do. And I ended up transferring to Tuskegee University, majoring in mechanical engineering, trying to figure out how to use my art until I realized it doesn't give artists the creative freedom that we desire, because engineering is restrictive. It doesn't allow you to be, you know, creative. And so I stopped doing art for 17 years.
Yeah. But it was a holiday came. And you got a present.
That's right. You remember that story?
My man.
That's what you want me to go with?
Yeah, I want to know about that day. How you felt that day?
That was 10 years ago. This past Father's Day. You know, to go back even further, we have some friends that live in Washington Park that work for a partner ministry that we used to. I was the co-founder of Common Ground, and I'm no longer with them. I left in 2019, but that was a partnering ministry. And, you know, we had some people who used to paint, some friends who used to paint. And every time my wife and I would go in their homes, I would look at the walls and I would be like, man, I wanna learn how to paint. Because I had never painted before. I was a sketch artist, right?
Okay.
And, you know, Nicole finally said on Father's Day, look, we're taking away your excuses for not creating. And she purchased me an easel, you know, some acrylic Liquitex paint. Liquitex is the brand, some brushes and canvases and all these painting supplies in a pair of Chuck Taylors, black Chuck Taylors.
I want to say, shout out to Nicole King. That's a great wife. That's a great wife.
That's right. Yes, she is.
That's what's up.
And so, you know, I ended up getting those supplies from her that June, and she broke her wrist probably that next week. And I got the privilege of taking care of her for a whole week.
Yeah.
She was sedated in the back because she had surgery, and I just got bored, man. I pulled out those paint supplies and I started painting. But it was probably my third painting that I had done. I was like, yo, I can actually paint.
Right.
And I just kind of, I kept doing it.
Yeah.
And that was in 2013.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That was about 10 years ago.
Okay, and that's cold, man, because how important is it to be a king to have a queen like that?
No, it's very important, man, because, you know, we support one another. You know what I'm saying? Like, after that happened, I was actually
and don't forget to shout out Nicole too, because
We just did.
she helped you. Oh, he did. For Father's Day.
We just started out.
I was just making Nicole.
One thing about him, he don't want no
I
problem.
don't want no problem. I had some problems like that before. Lady wanted to
really?
jump on me
No.
You seen something?
because man all 100%.
Right.
And she wanted to take some credit too.
Right. Well, yeah, Nicole definitely get the credit. She and my daughter Kaya.
No. That's what. My bad, Kaya. Don't forget to say thank you, Kaya, for that gift. My bad. I'm sorry. I got the name.
No, you good because it was Father's Day. So Kaya is my daughter. She's 20. She's an Alabama State student.
Shouts out.
Hold on, you gotta tell what Kaya do. She's a special lady.
Kaya dances, man. She's a member of Delta Sigma Theta.
Okay.
Beta Eta chapter.
Mm-hmm.
She's doing some stuff now that I don't think I can mention because it's not out yet. She's I think a team leader at Chick-fil-A. She does a lot, man. Like she literally, like her mother and I, we always grind and we stay busy. We stay doing, and when I say busy, I want to say we're not busy. I would say we're productive.
Okay.
So she stays productive,
Mm-hmm.
and she's a great.
So 10 years later, okay. 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
Got all the arts. You got a hat too. Did you?
I didn't get the hat, man. I didn't get the. No, I didn't get the. Who was it that had Picasso. Okay.
Yeah, the Lena.
He
didn't get that. So boom, you. Where did the vision come to start something so effective to the culture and community?
So at that time, a friend of mine that I had met by the name of Tracy Howard. Shout out to Tracy Howard.
Shout out.
Tracy had this art show at the Capital City Club downtown called Artists on Tap.
Mm-hmm.
She called it Artists on Tap because they did like these craft beer tastings, but
Taste of the region.
She also, and at the time I wasn't even drinking craft beer, but they did these beer tastings and then they had the artists to come. And so her whole thing was to merge the art community with the business community, because she said if I can get the artists in a room with the business community and the business community can buy the art, we can build connections and network. And it was a dope idea, but when I walked in, it was diverse. It was really diverse. And it was just a dope experience.
They said they get their reception on my phone, so we gotta try to send them to Burn Bologna.
Send them to Burn Bologna. Burn Bologna.
I see it right. It does look chocolate right there.
Yeah. I told you my phone do that.
Man, we gonna get rich and get you a phone one day.
Yeah, I'm gonna give me a phone.
Cause that iPhone one ain't gonna keep working, man. These folks sick of seeing that, man.
Man, you on Wi-Fi? You on the
I ain't on Wi-Fi. I want really good.
Get on my Wi-Fi.
Get on the Wi-Fi.
I got on the Wi-Fi. I used to be on the Wi-Fi. That's why I turned it off, and it's still chopping.
Okay.
Turn it on.
Okay.
We need you. You to go, and it's your birthday.
Happy birthday, man.
Happy birthday again.
Thank you, man.
So you got with rub shoulders with the right people.
Yeah, but after that, I didn't see nothing. I didn't see nothing happening.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see the same people. I was like, yo, what happened to all of these people? What happened to the art opportunities? Right?
Yeah.
So that was an annual event. And then my homegirl, Tracy Browder, came on the scene. Shout out to Tracy. She started doing this thing called Artists on Tap. I'm sorry, not Artists on Tap. Art on the Square. And she had this big 50th anniversary 7 Montgomery March deal at the Davis Theater. Mm-hmm. And I met an artist by the name of Milton Madison, and I started meeting people. And as I started meeting more and more black artists, I noticed that we weren't in the galleries, right? A lot of the exhibitions that we would see, a lot of the pop-ups, you didn't necessarily see us. Is it good now?
Nah, we looking at it now, so.
Okay.
I wish I can just tag and tell them going to Burn Bologna again.
Can y'all hear? Oh, I know that. But
Type it in Black Town on Burn Bologna. Come to your page.
So I just need to delete yours from my page, so nobody click on yours.
Oh no, you gotta do that. It just started chopping up and then it'll stop chopping up. For some reason it does that.
Man, I didn't know I could do this.
Yeah.
Man, I'm learning technology every day. Alright, so you didn't see nothing, and that's normal in business, ain't it?
Normal. I guess it is normal, but for me, I saw other people having art opportunities. I saw the white community having art opportunities. I just didn't see us having it. Yeah. And I just didn't think that was
right.
I didn't think that was right.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay.
But at the same time, my homeboy Kalonji Gilchrist, shout out to 21 Dreams.
Shouts out.
He had an art gallery and we started around the same time. But Kalonji, he galvanized the artists who were like already doing their thing. The artists who already had their skills intact, and they started doing some dope shows. And after getting with him, I asked myself the question, and shout out to Anthony Thomas with Urban Dreams Fine Arts Center on Court Street, because he came in around the same time too. But I said, who are those artists who were like me? Artists who were told to pick a real major, get a real job, they stopped doing art for a while and they need to get back into it like I got into. Yeah. Who was that creative who didn't know that he or she was a creator, and they started creating for the first time? That was also me. Because I painted for the first time. And who was that person who just kind of get into it for the first, just doing art for the first time, period. And so that was me as well. And so I think meeting a lot of emerging artists, and this is going to sound bad, but I just don't know any other way to put it, who felt like they didn't really have any direction or really a platform at the time.
We all feel it.
Right. They started telling me what about the problems that they had that needed to be solved. And one of the things that they said is we don't have a conducive space to create. Right. And so I said, okay, well, we need an art studio. Some of them said, well, supplies are expensive, and I don't even know what supplies I need. So I started doing these art supply drives, and I started putting my Amazon link out, and people just started sending me just a ton of supplies just to stock the studio. And then we developed a place where artists can kind of just come and create. And then, I eventually connected with people like Milton Bowens, Milton 510, that started doing artist development workshops. I connected with a mentor of mine, Boyd Stevens, with the I-85 Cyber. He started doing entrepreneur classes. We ended up being a part of getting local policies changed that gives artists direct access to tourism, like the brick and mortar businesses do downtown, so they could sell their artwork. And that eventually happened because of a guy named Bob Magoo with Hilltop Howlers, who ended up pushing that ordinance through. But it started with us going to the city council in 2019, basically fighting for artists to be able to have economic opportunities. And so there's a lot wrapped up in that, but the entry point was that studio, and then we just kept adding layers on top of that as we saw the need. And my whole thing is to eliminate whatever barriers that are in place that's preventing us from thriving and having the success that we need to have.
Right.
So if there's a barrier in place that's stopping us from doing it, how can we knock that down and get what we need to get?
Right.
So that's what you see us doing over and over again, and that's why I'm saying we're just getting started. It's not done.
Man, I'm so proud of you, because first of all, you bring in all type of cultures to one spot.
Yeah.
Open-mindedly, and you doing it without any aiming for a Pacific crowd. Most people grow crowds like that aiming for a Pacific crowd. Yeah. You bring everybody together. I'm talking about gangsters, weirdos.
You said gangsters and weirdos.
Weirdos, rappers, artists, R&B. I done met so many R&B and actors, and
we done like rock stars. What you talking about?
Man, we done brought rock stars here, man. I'm talking about the man. It's special that
you seen gangsters at the King's Canyon.
Yeah. Me and some of the weirdos really gangsters. They don't understand.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, don't never get it twisted. Yeah. I'm a weirdo. I sit in here on the computer all day. Yeah. I be thinking, my mind goes, I have to go in that outer space to create. You know, I can't deny it.
I'm finna go in outer space in a minute.
My homegirl Quasia said we can't hear trying.
I'm trying to get him. I don't know how to pin this. pennies on.
So we trying to tell them to go to Burnt Bologna.
Go to Burnt Bologna.
So I wonder if Burnt Bologna is in
Cause I'm gonna get a whole new phone.
Yeah, we cut the ribbon.
So the King's Canvas started in 2018, but I think the ribbon cutting you talking about, where you talking about when the Chamber of Commerce came out?
Yeah, when
yeah, that was 20.
That was 20?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was 20.
And it working? What is it?
They said they can't hear, but I'm looking at the mic and it's like it's going. I guess it's just going slow on that end.
So any of my people who access this from my account, I just deleted one of them, and so you should be on the Burnt Bologna account.
I see some people on Burnt Bologna. I seen it go up, so everybody just got to merge. This is on my page, coming to my page. They need to merge.
Yeah, go to Burnt Bologna.
Audio bad. We got an iPhone 1. iPhone 1 alert. iPhone 1 alert.
You see how you talk about me?
but okay, and in 2020, what we going to do? 18, because I remember in 18, because that was Miss he is popping every time y'all talk.
Yeah.
Ain't that bad?
Yeah.
God dang. How you pin it something?
I got a pin.
Pin it.
I'm going to pin it and turn mine on.
I don't know how to pin that. But
Anthony Brock said it's working. He may not be telling us. I'm just playing. So Anthony Brock is one of the head of schools at Valiant Cross Academy. He's the one that's moving next door to us.
For real?
That's opening up the bookstore.
Okay, wow. Shouts out, man.
Yeah.
And you got visions for coffee shop.
Well, that's him.
For real?
So the thing was, and this is a trip because this is so cliche, but it's the whole if you build it, they'll come thing that Field of Dreams had.
Yeah.
But I knew what the data said.
Mm-hmm.
I knew once I did that mural that the land would be activated. And I knew once people came, I knew that you would have people who would want to come and open businesses in that space. And Anthony approached me, the Brocks approached me, Anthony and Fred Brock, and they was like, yo, is anyone next to you? And they renovating it right now. JGS Construction, shout out to Richard and Steph. They're renovating the space right now that they'll be moving in.
You could be creating jobs and everything.
Well, that's the point.
That's the goal.
That's what
when he first met me, that's what he was talking about.
Because we forget about micro businesses, man. We so focused on like this large scale economic development and providing 200 to 500 jobs. But like I said, when people work at those jobs and drive home, they driving past vacant and abandoned properties that, that businesses could be in.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Employing between 1 and 10 people. Imagine doing that all over the community. Imagine how many people you can employ if you implement these strategies in communities like ours. Because it doesn't cost a whole lot of money. Now, it's hard for us to get it sometimes. Right? Because as black folks, we got to jump through a lot of hoops in order to get it. And oftentimes we hate on one another and we can't get what we need to get so we can do what we need to do. But imagine having a model like that according to that particular community's context, because it's not going to look the same everywhere you go. You know what I'm saying?
It's not.
So imagine doing that all over the hood, like from West Side, North Side, Ridgecrest, you know what I'm saying, like all over. And imagine how many jobs it can provide if we can make an area thrive again and businesses can move back and people start patronizing those businesses. That's what we're trying to do on Oak Street. Now, and it just ain't me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Some folks.
You got
man, I work for Barbara.
Really?
I work for
Barbara.
Man, my memory's so bad.
You must have worked in the back. Cause,
I was cooking.
Okay.
I was cooking.
No wonder I didn't see
you remember Cora?
Yeah.
I worked with Cora.
Okay.
Me and Cora worked together.
That's what's up.
I worked for Bob Gill for 2 days.
I loved it, that job, man.
2 days? What happened?
Because I had 5 billion jobs and he was like, bro.
Woo! Larry said you gotta go.
Oh, yeah. You can't get to doing that number here.
Right.
Stretching that neck.
Stretching that neck. It's like,
I had a billion job. He liked how I worked, but he like, what?
Yeah.
He made me
You
feel
can't keep
like
leaving
family,
early.
man.
Right.
But
You
I
left early.
had to
Oh,
go
yeah,
to
he don't
another
like
job.
this
I had to be in job.
But he get off at 12. How the hell you gotta how early you gotta get off?
I worked at Golden Corral.
Oh,
I remember.
Okay. So that's my bad.
Yeah.
And okay, it's working. Boom.
Yeah.
They don't know. So what is Kevin King mostly proud of on at the end of 2023?
At the end of 2000, you mean now?
Yeah, because it's flying.
Okay, so here's the thing. I can acknowledge that this isn't all about me, right? I feel like the Lord gave me a vision.
Right.
Right. I feel like He gave me a vision to be a part of, like the type of development that we're doing right now in our neighborhood. I know it didn't come from me. I totally acknowledge that it came from Him. But I also see this thing where we are able to bring people together. And I'm not just talking about artists, because some of the artists,
I just told you, it's real gangster. I just said that. But when you see somebody at the King Canvas, it's not like I see you on Forever.
yeah.
It's something else. It's you bring something. Like I teared up a couple times just seeing, because I lived all my life on the West Side.
Yeah.
Hey.
You feel me? Like I don't see that shit every day. People coming together.
Right.
And the owner ain't got his ass on his shoulder. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you, man.
That shit's strong, man.
But, and what you're saying is strong, because I see Sione down the street, right?
I see the building.
So Sione had Pee Wee D to commemorate living and deceased heroes on this spot. And he said, man, when you did that to your building,
It inspired you.
it inspired him to get an artist to do that. And I love the fact that he took ownership. Now, there's some stuff, like he has some other stuff going on, some great stuff that I don't feel like I'm at liberty to share, because if I say it,
It'd be spoiled.
people know it's not necessarily spoil it, but people are going to flood him.
Yeah.
But Sione, he's literally taking ownership of not only his property, but Sione's bought another property and put another business on Oak Street. I see Asha Monique Robinson with Change, Alabama, who has the old Winston and Pride building. One of our artists painted the building and made it colorful. You know what I'm saying? And she has resources out of that building. She's a licensed counselor. She's written about 7 books. Like, Ashley's doing her thing. I see House to House at Washington Park, who has the housing organization, who was already there. That's on the corner of Oak and Early. And right behind that, my man G. Anthony renovated the barbershop that his dad owned. He's trying to do something with that, along with the building that's next door. I'm seeing a lot of activity. I see Jamel Brown down the street.
I love it here.
Jamel just had, he's running for city council in District 7.
And I'm voting for it.
And he had,
There wasn't nobody say.
he had, he had a book bag drive the other day, and he's doing some good things. No matter what you say about him.
Right.
You
I can't take that from him.
He's a tribe.
If I have someone that's going to advocate and that's going to be a loud voice for me, that really care about the people, it's going to be Jamel.
You, that man, a few more, because I'm going to forget, but since you brought him up, I heard screaming. Jamel will go down to wherever he got to go, detective office, the mayor office, FBI office, and he going to talk. Yeah. And he going to make them folks put him out.
You're going to make them put them out. And that's the thing about all of us. All of us are so different, man.
Mm-hmm.
All of us are so unique in our own way. But to see people like that come together and decide we want something better for our community. Right. We have a lot of stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? We have people who are watching this right now who just lost people. And I don't necessarily want to speak on it online. But, these are our people. Yeah. We all just want something better for our community.
That's love.
We deserve to have something better, and I think it's time out for us waiting on the cavalry to come. The cavalry ain't coming. We gotta save ourselves.
Thanks.
Obviously, with by the grace of God, we can't do it alone. Mm-hmm. But sitting back, waiting on our government, whether it's local, federal, whatever, to come and save us, it's just not gonna happen. We have to take ownership of our own communities.
Right.
And so, and if we pulling our resources together and, get one, people like a couple of people who I just named that can possibly get more resources. Mm-hmm. But as we carry out that vision together, man, we can have something that's very transformative in our neighborhoods. And that's what we need.
You're right.
Yep.
And it's so special, man, to be coming. You just don't know, man. You like
he look back at me.
You like my goddamn hero.
Oh, man, I don't know.
You and that man sitting next to Mike J. And Charles Ballard, man, them y'all. Yeah, awesome.
Man, I can't wait to watch those movies, man. We got a live
movie producer. Do an interview with Mike J right quick. Let's talk about this new movie.
Yeah, oh yeah. No, I don't know. We can talk. We can't talk about it.
We can't talk about it.
We'll get it.
All right, say that. We gonna get you. We gonna bring you
get the details. But I don't want nobody because we ain't got no money.
No, we don't. We just pretty.
Yeah. No, he pretty. You was a pretty motherfucker.
No, I'm a pretty ugly motherfucker.
One thing I can say about it, I learned a lot. Like, shout out to Matt. Shout out to director Matt.
Shout out to the director Matt.
I learned a lot, and I was so excited to learn, to have more knowledge of, okay, I slipped up on this, on my move. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay, I should have took my time and did this. You know what I'm saying? For like being humble, man, shoot. I feel like I'm 100 times better now.
I hear when we have conversations, Mike. I hear you more confident on what, and you dropping jewels as you walk past me. Like I'm picking them up. Yeah, and I'm paying attention, man. We working.
Yeah, we working.
And Kevin, I gotta ask you.
Go ahead.
How you even belong, man?
Huh? So I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't had bologna in a long time, but what I would do is I throw that thing in the skillet and I would like cut the sides. Just I put that slit in the side because I would want to lay it flat.
You want to lay it flat.
You understand what I'm saying?
The velocity.
Yeah. So, but I hadn't eaten bologna in a while. But you know what I'm saying. But I used to like my bologna burnt, just like the. You know what I'm saying?
Man, we gonna burn that bitch up.
So when you said burnt bologna, I can relate to that. You know what I'm saying? Remind me of my childhood, Mobile, Alabama.
Oh yeah.
3250 Dolphin Street, apartment
K13.
Hey. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I tell people that's from Washington Park that come over, who love what's happening. They'll say, "Hey man, I love what you got going on." And you know what I tell them? I said, "Man, I'm waiting for Washington Park to get on that stage."
Oh God!
I said, I love all of this. I love people being up there. I love what's happening now.
I love it too, man.
But I want to see Washington Park on stage because here's the thing: no matter how long I've been in that neighborhood, I'm still not from here.
Right.
Now, am I accepted by a lot of people? Yeah. Do some people not like me? That's true too. That's just life.
That's why you got me.
Right.
You got me.
I got them. They say they ready, but I told them they know
serenade them with
so we got so much talent in Washington Park, y'all wouldn't believe.
Yeah, but some of them I talk to, they say, "Hey, yeah, I hear you, Kevin. We coming, man. We coming." But I'm like, man,
I'm gonna push them to come.
Get on the stage, because sometimes when people ride by, if you hadn't necessarily heard that there's an event happening, people don't just feel comfortable showing up. But like a lot of them do. Right. But if it's some people on that stage that they know that they can identify with, the hood's gonna come out.
We probably not.
You know what I'm saying? So look, I want y'all to bring this equipment on stage and do your podcast.
Man, don't tell her that.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's what I want y'all to do. But outside of that, man, right now we currently have a space in the back that's in a real by current facility. We opening up a larger art studio because we've run out of space. And our current studio is going to be renovated into an art gallery because we need art galleries in the hood and we don't have them. But we also need that so we can have more opportunities for our artists to be able to not only exhibit their work, but to economically advance. Because of their work. Because we do have a lot of tourism. We have people like Michelle Browder and won the battle with Legacy Tours and my homie Quan Robinson, who's always been so supportive with the chamber. They constantly bringing people by, and people are constantly spending money on artwork. And they're always saying, "Hey, you having the T-shirts? I love your Art Creates Culture shirts." So In the back, we also gonna start open up a smaller gift shop. And Anthony Fred Brock, they had a Valiant Books on coming soon, and next door to that, and I think this is probably the last thing to happen. But there's a restaurant moving in, and I don't want to mention on the air which one it is, but there's a restaurant. My goal is to activate all of those spaces.
You got a mini Walmart. In that bit, like you took me around. Yeah, you walked me through there, man.
Mini Walmart, I like that.
Yeah, I like, man, listen, and you would have never known that building was so.
Yeah. It's deceptively big.
Right.
You know what I'm
You would have
saying?
never knew.
Yeah.
That's the Underground Railroad. But man, I'm so happy. Since you got anything to say, about your birthday, man. God damn.
Birthday, man.
You got that $1 million cut on.
Hey, man.
I ain't gonna have much to say, man.
Man, yes you do, man. All that talking you do.
Man,
you gotta say something.
Look,
you
big brother,
this
big.
your show. You can't be getting shot.
That's what I'm telling you. Right. He done got shot.
Okay. Y'all can't stop you from talking when you come to the studio.
Hey, look, they can't stop him talking on camera.
No, that's right. And you want to get quiet now?
Shit.
Hey, you probably soaking the moment up.
Yeah, just soaking them.
Yeah, because listen, once again, bro, I cannot tell you anybody this, man. Cindy has changed ever since you embraced them. Like you did, man. Cindy has a positive outlook. He did cartwheels and backflips at times, but the man he's becoming and the love he give out, like a lot of his love, we wouldn't have been here to do this interview.
Really?
Like he put people together and he makes shit happen for people.
Yeah.
And you know,
people don't know that too, man. Like people who don't know that side of him, they sleep on him.
They sleep on him, man.
I don't like that.
I uphold him like and one of y'all in this room. His stats are just as important too because
Absolutely.
like he spreads love even when it's chaos.
Yeah.
And all of us probably can admit to that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate that. And he always brag on you to the utmost. Like, man, my brother King. He's so positive. He this, man. We love him, man. I'm going up there. I got to go up there. Like, he'd be late. Come in.
Oh, for real? Yeah,